welcome. This episode is brought to you by Mavix, the best chairs on the market. And here we go. This is the Huntsman Show. It's not the OpTic Show. It is the OpTic Show. It's not the Huntsman Show. We don't have a tingle jingle because General.
Why are you looking at me?
I mean, he just keeps saying that you don't have a tingle for the show yet.
Listen, like, when it comes, it comes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alan, is that correct?
I was going to say, Alan looks like a DJ.
Yeah, welcome to episode number 6 of the OpTic Preshow. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Alan, we have General, the GOAT, and myself. Big OpTic Hacks here. Love to say that. Used to sort of slip in the past and say big anyway, we don't have Big Timer today. Big Timer, like Hitch, is getting surgery.
Ooh.
What he's getting, I don't know. I think he found another growth somewhere. I don't know. I just made that up. What other sicknesses can we make up that he found?
I don't know. I mean,
his goat horns were coming in again. He had to get them shaved down.
Yeah.
What do you do with yours?
Huh?
With your horns?
I mean, clearly I do something. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't. It's been gone for a while.
Take something at one of those files or something like that.
Yeah. Man, it's the Los Angeles Gorillas home series. At the end of this video, or at the end of this possibly live pre-show, we're gonna put a link in the description down below. You're gonna go over there. You're gonna tell them that OpTic sent you, and we're gonna get started. But look, we're gonna start off with some pretty hard truths here. Okay, I'm putting our last week's performance on the guy that called it.
On me.
You said it. You jinxed us.
Yeah, bad juju.
I did it for one game.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the first one.
Ours.
Wasn't the first one.
I don't know what it was, but I'm putting it on you because it definitely couldn't have been my players. My players are saints. They could do nothing wrong in my eyes. But yeah, it was a disappointing weekend. What I was more disappointed on is the attitude of a lot of people regarding this thing, as if they've never seen us lose. Karma, when you played for us, how many times did we lose?
I mean, I was going to say we had a fair amount of times that we just sucked.
Yeah.
But then down the road, I mean, it wasn't like that.
Look at this. I posted something, and I didn't post the things that I posted on Instagram for any other reasons besides the fact that I wanted to give everybody a little reminder that every single one of the trophies back here came with losses. It wasn't a perfect season when we won those things. You know what I mean? There is ups and downs, and we just haven't happened to have the worst down weekend ever where we didn't win a single fucking map. Did we get blown out in some of those, or was it down to the wire? Do you remember?
Yeah, fucking
yeah, the
what
Florida
was it?
one.
The one champs or something in Florida. The playoffs, I think, for Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ones we just played.
Oh no! In the past,
I don't know. Yeah,
I was thinking for the past, the only thing, the one Florida one. I think
in
we
the
went
past, I think the one that was so close was the best of 7 in AW.
It was. I think it was the Black Ops 4 Miami one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we went. It was the playoffs, and we got 6-0'd.
Yeah.
3-0, 3-0 back then.
It was the Miami. Yeah.
And then we came third after at champs.
Yeah. And
I mean, we didn't win, but
but it's still a good performance.
We had a bad weekend.
Yeah, and you know what's nuts about that is that, look, you guys want us to sit here and be like, oh, it's online, and whatever. If we were on land, it'd be a different story. We'd rather not do that. We'd rather just get to work and work on the stuff that messed up instead of dwelling on that, like a lot of you have. And I understand content needs to be created, so obviously all the storylines, what's going wrong with this fucking team or what's that? I get it. Run it. It's annoying as it is. It needs to be done, right? But some of the shit that I was reading was so asinine that it literally hurt my head this time around. I don't know why it hurt my head this time around, because again, we've experienced this for a very, very long time, right? I saw somebody says that somebody needs to be dropped. Get the fuck out of here. First of all, that's not the way things work around these here parts, okay? As long as the numbers are good, as long as business is good, as long as sponsorships are good, everything's good over here. Wins, losses, any given Sunday, okay? The things that we can't control, sitting in front of this camera to shoot this content, that's what we're going to continue to do. Getting the viewership to where it is. Look, I don't like to talk about the fluctuation of viewership from when we're playing and we're not playing, because that's neither here or there. We're all in the same league. We're all have our wagons hitched together, so we want to make everything, be as successful as possible, right? Which is why we do this pre-show, whether we're playing or not. Dropping someone? What the fuck? Who? No, don't type who. God damn it. I see you guys in the chat. Don't type who. You're wrong. God damn it. Anyway, that's my rant.
Something. I don't know. You know why I feel like it was so severe?
Why?
It's like I feel like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like those losses. Because I mean, I don't know. They didn't look bad like the week before.
No.
And they looked bad that week. So maybe that's why it was so crazy.
Look, I don't fucking
Because I mean, it just was like, holy, like what, 3-0, and then the second one, another one. You're like, oh.
We had so many hard counters back in the day. Like during Black Ops 1, we couldn't beat Fear. Something about Fizzerp and a shotgun hiding in the weird places that he hid in. Like, we couldn't beat them. But we beat everybody else. We just couldn't beat Fear until we beat Fear. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't something that like we came on board and all of a sudden we were like fucking winning. You know what I mean? Like, you guys forget. Well, not you guys. The Green Wall. The Green Wall. Just tip my hat to you guys. What I don't like is those pretenders that sort of sneak in there. And what I don't like is like news people saying that those people that are talking shit to us are members of the Green Wall. They're not. God damn it. Obviously. Shit. Anyway, neither here or there. We're number 4 spot right now in our group. I don't know where that puts us in the overall league for this for this stage, but our record is just almost as bad as LA Thieves, and theirs isn't looking great either. So
yeah, I mean it's not the worst. Like I'd say for them to have like a little bit of a comeback, it in a way might not be bad.
Mm-hmm.
They get to play a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not starting in winner's bracket, so they're gonna have some adversity. Like they're gonna be up against a wall. But I mean, if they do well, and they're putting in work right now, and as long as they can overcome whatever they went through last week, I mean, they're gonna have a long road, but a lot more matches than a lot of other people.
I agree. I mean, OpTic is always like a team where it's like they're starting in losers. Like they've made it to finals multiple times.
Yeah.
It's momentum, right? That's what COD is day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said. I mean, I like playing more games. Like
that's how I am too.
With the new format, it's like it's like a one and done. You get one chance, and you better show up in that hour and a half span.
I mean, people forget OpTic was known for not having good Fridays, and that's like the first day of the tournament.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
You guys shit the bed every Friday.
You know what I mean?
Let's finally get those answers. Karma, go ahead.
Well, why do we should I
don't know what something about Fridays. Like that was the day to beat OpTic was on Fridays.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it was just something like shit. I don't even know. I mean, Friday. I mean, it's a tournament. You'd think that everyone's in motion, like you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Something about Fridays though,
there's just a difference between a pool play mindset and literally winners round 1. Mindset.
Yeah.
But I mean, we always made it through. Yeah. But maybe the first match, we go in and get smoked, and it's like, oh shit. We actually have to start winning these games.
Yeah. What's fucked up is that another thing that people forget is that we are always put in a fucking weird situation where we have to open the event and be the last match of the event.
Oh yeah, that was the worst.
For viewership retention only. Right? Now, if you're, and this is something that the Crim6 used to complain about a lot, I used to complain about it a lot, it's not fun, right? It's not okay. From a competitive integrity standpoint, that's never been okay. We opened the tournament, we sat around for 8 hours, and then they had to play the last match so we can retain their viewership for that one Friday. So that's your reasoning for your Friday.
Then you get the 10 a.m. match the next day.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It's not.
I mean, obviously, it's a little different now, but
yeah. But it's still, I mean, it still stands, right? Like there's been a couple of last year, it happened. Last year, immediately, who's the first person that we played, right? Who was the first team that we played? We played OpTic, right? Why? Not because of luck of the draw, not because of this random generated, who's playing who. It is because those are the ones that are gonna get the viewership. So immediately they put those storylines in there. They force the storylines. Look, I'm not making excuses. I'm giving you goddamn reasons, okay? So, 4th place. Do you have a thought as to what's been going wrong? Because I mean, I play, but I don't play at that level, so I could never determine what it is.
Well, there was the meta switch, right? and I know, like, even though I think the team didn't want to do it, I still think they were really good with the XM4.
Mm-hmm.
XM4 is a do-it-all gun. We saw Dashi with a Maddox and Black Ops 4. Very, very good with, like, that flex, fast, like, slide canceling gun. I'm not going to say definitely it hurt the team because it's arrogant to say that because you don't know what problems were happening on the day. Comms, it is what it is. I just think,
and you're also discrediting the other team, right? Maybe the team was just playing.
No, Rucker was playing good. Yeah, they actually were.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I personally just thought, like, they just weren't trying to, like, grind out situations, right? You just remember the first thing I'll ever remember was on Raid. They lose the break-off on the bad side.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about picking Raid, even though they're really good on Raid.
Yeah.
They lose the break-off. They don't regroup, right? Someone tries to flank. Someone tries hitting a mid-timing. Someone tries re-breaking from red. It was not coordinated.
Yeah.
Your second push fails. You're down by 30.
Yeah.
You try rotating second hill. Fails. Like, Raid is just going to spiral out of control if literally you do not, like, grind out these situations. Doesn't matter who you're playing against, whether it's the worst league record, the best one. Like, mistakes are mistakes. And some of these maps in this game, if you make one small mistake, you're spawning out across the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to, like, agree with what Jordan just said. And I don't know, there were a lot of points in a lot of, like, all the 6 maps they played where, like, they had chances to come back into it. And then, like, I don't know. There were, like, moments like in hardpoint and control and rotation. They just, like, gave away kitchen.
Yeah, literally.
Going to basketball, and it was just like, why did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know why it happened. They're the only ones that would know, but it was just really weird to be like, oh, something good's about to happen, and then they just give something up, and we're back to the same scenario, and it was just snowballing.
Yeah. It's just pacing at the end of the day. Like I said, like, we don't know because, of course, like I said, with other teams, like, comms are not on. I wasn't watching, like, them talk to each other. But you don't know when, you know, if you're scrimming or, like I said, the XM4 also had a thing to do. Pacing could have been an issue. You can just tell that I just felt like it's not that they weren't on the same page because that's why they scrim every day, but maybe someone's expecting to do too much or someone's not doing enough. And that's just where, like, you know, like I said, like, rushing things. It did feel very rushed. And that's why I feel like he's agreeing with it too, because, like he said, like, a basketball rotation on Raid where they could have brought the game back, and that's a full money hill, but not being on the same page, someone thinking they should be tuned too much, not doing enough.
Yeah.
Like, that equilibrium of, like, not being, like, as a cohesive unit and
in
setups
tune,
in tune, it just costs you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and last thing I'd say is, like, yeah, I wouldn't discredit anybody they played. I think they played really great.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, like, from what I know and from what you know, the fans might be harsh, but I don't think they played, like, nearly close to, like,
what
a
their
good
potential
level.
is.
Yeah.
I agree. Look, I was walking by one time and Hitch was there, and I'm like, I don't know. I heard something that made me say, I'm like, yo, they're playing scared. Like, they're not playing like themselves. They're playing scared. And sure enough, right? Like, the weekend goes by, and the first thing they said was like, yeah, like, I don't know why we weren't playing the way that we usually play. And again, it's the nature of the sport. It's the nature of competition. Somebody is going to be feeling themselves a little bit more than the other on any given Sunday. Like, I keep saying that any given Sunday, like, it becomes a thing, and it's always been a thing. So I don't know. I personally. The amount of people that, like, look to me to do something, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna go give them. Right? Like, they were telling you stuff too.
Dude, it is crazy.
What were they saying?
Everything.
What were they telling you?
Everything. I had to put up my title. I'm like, bro, like, none of these questions, man. Like, like, not today. I've had 2 days of it.
Yeah.
Off days, man.
Yeah.
You have it. Like, I had days where I showed up and I was like, hey, I feel great. Start the match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing like shit.
Yeah.
All of my decisions are just bad. I'm like, I don't know where it is. Wake up the next day, everything's normal. So like, I'm like, don't come to me. I can't do anything.
It's like quicksand.
Yeah.
Right. The more you try to do to get back to where you were, you just keep sinking and sinking and sinking. Yeah. Again, the some of the stuff. Look, and I will say this for the record. I rather have that level of toxicity in my chat than crickets when we don't perform, because that's also the alternative. That's also what not teams in the league, but other teams elsewhere in a galaxy far away go through, right? Like I'd rather have the audience and the eyeballs and the judging and the non-judging than nothing at all. Like I'll take it all. I'll take it. Thank you for the view, appreciate it. Thank you for the tweet. Thank you for all that. Like we get it, but it will get marked down, right? I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. My shit list. Period.
Don't
End
be
of story.
naughty.
Don't be naughty, goddammit. In fact, I think it's time to send it over to the round table. I think that Hitch is going to do a pretty good job of interviewing the boys to see what their perspective was as to what went wrong. So, Hitch, take it away, buddy.
Welcome back to an episode of the COD Roundtable. My name is Hector Rodriguez here, bringing you guys the Is that what you wanted?
That's what he usually does.
If I just act like Hex and then just crumple up a piece of paper and throw it?
Dude, we haven't even
Roger, get here, Raj.
I mean, it's only a 15-minute. If we can't fill 15 minutes, like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
For the paper?
So, how's you guys' week?
That's so fucked.
I'm sorry.
Not funny at all.
I'm sorry.
I have not looked
Just,
at...
I like
I
bringing
don't think
the humor to it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
You ever
I've,
looked at Twitter?
I don't think I've muted so many people in like
Oh, I just
a
straight block
span.
them now.
No, I just mute them so like they don't know that
So
they're
they don't
blocked.
get the satisfaction.
I've never muted so many people on Twitter. In a
Yeah.
week.
Bad week for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of roasts.
I mean, they weren't like...
They were throwing shots
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, they were throwing shots at anyone they could throw shots
I
at.
don't think anybody was immune to the shots this week. You guys pretty much all took it together.
Yeah, we definitely all took it as a team.
Yeah, we fucking did.
Yeah, we did.
On some real shit.
What is it? Just so people know, what is it like after like a loss, like after a devastating?
Oh, it's
loss?
great. You know, we play like 6 hours a day on average and put everything we have into this game, and then we lose, and then we get shit talked for not playing enough.
I'm not saying like
Or
I'm not
not
saying like what is it
bragging.
like mentally, but like what as soon as you guys lose, what's the rest of your day like right after a
Horrible.
loss?
I went
like,
home
horrible.
and instantly ripped a shot and went to dinner.
No, I sit there and I even mentioned it. I'm like, dude, look, they know how to play. Look, read this.
Yeah.
Look, see, we just stacked it.
Right.
They know what they're
What,
talking
Twitter?
about. Yeah.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah,
actually
I
pretty
went
smart,
home,
man.
ripped a shot, went to a Passover dinner with my girlfriend and her family.
Okay.
Did you
It
drink
was-
anything else?
Did-
that night?
It was hard, huh?
You drink anything else?
Fuck yeah.
Lift out the barrel of wine.
Nah, Passover, you have to drink 4 cups of wine. They bless
How
different
many
cups
did you
of
drink?
They bless 4 cups of wine.
How many do you have? 4 or more? He's back on the wagon, baby. Come on, man.
I'm not back on the wagon.
He's back on the wagon.
Didn't have anything to drink last night. It was a rough night.
Yeah. So you guys probably
Rough
get the
week.
you guys probably get the brunt of the is that a fucking word?
He gets the brunt of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
So what are yours like?
I don't know.
Everybody-
It's like a mix of everything.
Really?
It depends like what our losses are. Like
I mean, I
Our
got a mix
losses
of
this
everything
week-
too.
our
but-
losses this week, we
just-
scammed hard. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
fucked up.
Right.
So
And you don't need hundreds of thousands of people to tell you guys what you guys
Yeah.
already know. That has to.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying, but
I can imagine.
you kind of expect it though, especially when we scam, because it's like even an obvious like a viewer that doesn't really know much about COD is still gonna understand that we should have just stacked the point,
Right.
for example,
Yeah.
because they're like, dude, they got all the kills, stack the point,
Right.
you know, where it's like in the match though, it's not like we don't know that that's an option,
And then they
right?
try to keep re-driving that fucking
yeah,
point
and then
like,
someone
Yeah.
will read that and they'll be like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me make a repost somewhere else and act like I'm the one who said it, you know?
Right, yeah,
And it's just
yeah.
like, dude, it's really annoying, but it's like it's gonna happen. You have to. It's just the space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, are you guys still streaming scrims and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
people know
People
like
that say that like that
they
just has
just-
nothing to do with it.
yeah.
Like
They just
that
don't
has
watch.
like people. Everyone plays respawn the same way.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
You know
saying
what I'm
this.
saying?
I'm saying the people that don't watch you guys scrim and don't
Mhm.
see how well you guys do in scrims and see how good a practice you get, and then they just assume that you guys.
Yeah. I don't know. But I mean, I've been seeing a lot of shit like, dude, they're shooting their scrims. Like, no wonder they're losing. Like, no.
It literally
Yeah,
has no
right.
effect.
Everyone does
Yeah.
the same respawn.
We've been
shit.
streaming our scrims for
like
a
respawn is
decade.
played the same way.
Yeah.
You got to go to the same spots like to hold the power. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
In the match, if we choke because we just don't fucking do the right shit, we don't execute. That has nothing to do with streaming scrims.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Makes sense.
you know what I mean? You like we're scrimming to like get those habits built in, so in the match it happens naturally.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you get put in a weird situation where it's not like a common situation,
Yeah.
to where it's like shit happens on the fly and shit gets like mixy, and you don't think about certain things. Like it happens. It's a match, bro.
And there's 4 of us. Like all it takes is one
One person
mishap
trolling.
and one person to scam, and then like we threw away that
Yeah.
whole break, or
Yeah.
and then we're down
Exactly.
by 60 or
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
whatever.
Damn. That shit sounds stressful.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
that.
it's stressful.
And then we watch it back, like in the moment, you know, like
just like,
you
dude, I
fucked
shouldn't
up,
have
and then
just-
you watch
yeah.
it back, and it's like,
It's like,
dude,
dude, I don't know why. I did that.
Yeah.
Do you like go ahead if you're the one that made the wrong play? Do you go ahead and tell your teammates right then, or do you wait? For
Usually, like
They usually know.
usually, yeah, like
At
we
the
all
end of
know
the
it.
search, I was just like, dude, what the fuck did y'all just do?
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that was a straight troll by the young guns.
we
I
went
was like,
outside.
What the fuck?
We went outside and we were talking. And I mean, like another situation, like in the control against Florida, we were up 6-4 in lives on offense. I get stuck from front tower. Like that's just something like
I could only watch.
if
was
that doesn't
ridiculous.
happen, we probably win the map.
Yeah, I could,
Imagine the odds of sticking someone from front
He
tower.
stuck
at
me
point.
from like their boxes in front of their plane stairs, like probably right behind that.
yeah.
You shouldered once.
I
just stuck you.
was just shouldering it for info, and then I get stuck in the face, and then our whole setup, like now someone else has to get on the point, and other people are like,
Yeah, I could only watch your point of view because y'all didn't want me to like watch it on the TV, so I just sat with Troy behind you guys and just watched your point of view, and I saw you shouldering it, and I was like, oh, we have this because it's 4 down, right?
Yeah, it did feel like we were gonna.
yeah,
win.
it was for
Yeah.
4 down, and then you were shouldering it, and then you got stuck, and you're like, I just got stuck, and then it all fell apart.
Yeah, we just scammed.
But it's like in that situation, I wonder if you got to wonder what the codcaster sees, or did he see you get stuck?
I don't know, I
Nope.
didn't see it.
That shit's crazy. Do you all still go to the garage to watch the VODs?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah. Do y'all do that after wins too?
Yeah, I mean, like
Those got to
You
be.
try
a
If
little
we
bit
mess up
more
something,
fun.
you try to, but like we've been doing after losses recently because we just lost both.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
that
Lost.
sucks.
And y'all have
Losing and then go rewatch
Yeah,
yourself losing.
rewatch.
Ugh.
I mean, you just got to do it.
You have to do it.
You
just
have
got to
to,
do it
yeah.
while it's fresh too, so you just know for next time.
Yeah, we were outside and Hex was like, "Nah, don't even do that. Let's go eat." And Matt was like, "We have to." Like,
So you got to do it while it's fresh.
right.
Yeah.
'Cause, like if we were to take a day off and then come back today and like watch it all here together, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it just wouldn't feel the same at all.
Thing is too is like in scrims, like we try a bunch of different things. So like watching back scrims is whatever because we're usually doing a bunch of different stuff. But in the matches, it's all about executing like that specific play.
Right.
You know, if we don't do that, like there's a glaring issue of
Yeah.
you know
And
why
if, like,
something
one
went
person
wrong.
does one thing wrong, it can just make the whole thing crumble. You know, it's like you ever seen the movie 300?
Yeah.
You know when he's describing to like the I forget what the dude's name was, but
Titus.
Leonidas is like describing the phalanx,
Yeah.
and he's like, listen, you have to be able to protect each person to your right and left, head to shoulder or thigh to neck.
Right.
But like that's how our setup is. Like if one person falls, then like it's like there's a huge gap in our setup,
Yeah.
and then now you have to like shift over and pick that up, and now your setup isn't really a setup. It's more of like a hopefully someone pops a piece.
It's just
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
makeshift.
you have
Because
to,
you just like the whole thing's gonna crumble. That's why like when you're breaking a hill in a match, like you'll get one, you'll be like, I got one, because you know it's about to break.
right.
And you're like, okay, we got the hardest part is getting that first kill.
Right. Because then it's just trades after
Yeah.
that. Damn. I mean, it's like obvious for people that have played Respawn, that's how it's played. But to put yourself in if you don't play at that high level, to put yourself in that moment, that shit has to be stressful.
Yeah, there's,
Especially
like-
if you're the one that you realize you're out of position. It's like in soccer, like you push up too high and then you don't get back, and they play a through ball to the guy you were supposed to guard, and all of a sudden it's a goal. You're like, oh fuck, that was all me.
Yeah, like COD is so like it's like a game of inches. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if like you get bad timing, for example, on one play, it might fuck over the whole setup, and you can't even do anything about that.
Yeah.
You can prepare as much as you want, but you might just get bad timing, and it's like you can't even prepare for that.
I've already
Yeah.
seen some
It's
like,
like-
crazy things happen this year. That like when I was bottom playing and Kyler ran right past me, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
That
the
shit was
like
S&D,
that.
in the S&D versus Minnesota, I was in kitchen and I ran right past Standy on a pillar. We probably would have won that round.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I remember that too.
just
Yeah.
like stepping right past someone can
Mhm.
screw a whole setup.
Yeah.
Because then you're telling your teammates there's no one kitchen, and then you're like, all right, now we're gonna like,
give it up.
you know what I'm saying?
and
Yeah.
send it back.
Now we get to 2-piece mid or something, and you're like, well, I got bad timing.
Yeah.
It's,
And
like,
it's crazy
oh, that
for
sucks.
like
You know, it's like
as close to 100% of people as possible never get to watch that shit back. But you guys get to watch it back with like Oracle mode, or you can see them through the walls and you can see exactly how bad the timing was. That shit's got to be brutal
Yeah,
to
it's
watch that right
horrible.
after.
horrible.
Yeah.
But what about the patch notes that just went out? Because we're recording this the day after the new patch just came out. Are you guys playing on that this
I don't
week?
think we are.
No, we're
nah,
not.
the
Oh, you're
league-
I
not.
don't think we're gonna play until after the major.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hold the patch
So
for
it's still gonna
a
be
long time. Like
DBZ.
last stage, we played on the old patch for what, like 3 of the week or 2
3
of the
weeks.
weeks? 2 or 3 of
Really?
the weeks. Yeah,
So how do you guys practice?
You like
we don't.
we have CDL accounts,
well, yeah, we can
Okay.
play on
and
those.
they like
Oh.
make it so that we can't get the update on those accounts.
That's dope. Okay. So it's still gonna be 7.4s and QBZs and Krigs, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
you
much.
guys have
At least until stage 3. Yeah.
right, and then the Milano comes out. Well,
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you were saying it doesn't
The
I think
7 for
that
you
gun's
is
gonna be
still
perfect.
like
really.
the best in my opinion.
I didn't watch or anything really. We just played some GBs. But you guys have who this week?
Seattle and then Dallas.
We're still, if we win out, we're still in winners.
Yeah.
So if we win both our matches, we could still, you know, Bring it back.
Easy.
Yeah.
Take it to him.
Gotta just take it to him, dude.
Just take it to him.
Just gotta beat Seattle and Dallas.
And Seth's scrimming out of here the whole week. It's dope, man. You finally got.
I scrimmed out of here all last week.
I mean, yeah.
Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
man.
never mind. Go home.
They'll go home too.
Nah, you don't want that
I'll
again.
fuck back to Cali.
You should go to Cali, then come back for the matches. Your final.
Frying. I go back home playing like 60 hertz and shit, or whatever the fucking monitor
Yeah, you
settings
were
is.
talking
Yeah.
about that shit. It's like I'm gonna go from
was
60
like-
hertz to 240 hertz, and it's gonna feel like I'm final on the map. And I
I
was,
was like, you guys
don't
down
do
if I
that.
just like
Don't
playing
do
60 hertz the whole week?
that would not be good.
Don't do that.
Because like when you switch from 60 to 240, you're like, dude, I'm final.
It's like when you
It's like when
use
people swing two
Yeah.
bats.
Yeah, it's like a donut.
the donuts. Yeah.
A donut. I played Little League. We
Wait,
didn't have
donut?
a donut. Wait, what?
Me and him both dropped donuts this year.
Oh,
Mine on Miami, his on Garrison.
the
His,
donut. That's a double D donut duo.
his map got taken out.
What do you mean?
Garrison got taken out. Miami's
Oh,
still in, so I
yeah.
have to keep worrying about that.
Mm. Have y'all played Miami the Strike thing yet?
Not yet. I watched
Yeah.
it though. It looked better.
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah, I saw the map. It's really small.
It's
The
very,
bomb
very
sites in
small.
garage in purple.
Right. I don't think
That's
it,
a
I don't
quick
know
rotation.
About, I don't know about S and
What the
D.
fuck, really?
Yeah, it's in garage and in purple.
What?
Yeah,
That's like as far as the
and
Gary bombs were.
basically half of mid map, like on the normal Miami map, is allowed. The other half isn't even allowed. You can't even go in the A building.
Yeah, no, all like the visitor center, the whole beach, that whole
Visitor
entire.
center?
Oh, that's what we call it. What do you guys call it?
I don't know.
A
Jurassic
building.
Park.
We don't play it.
The building that looks over A.
We
don't
call
even
that
think we have-
top A building.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even.
Well,
think
it's a
we
visitor
call it
center.
that
A
shit.
building.
It's
yeah.
literally a visitor center for
many
the
syllables.
beach. Right. I guess you guys
It's a
can't.
long call out.
I'm dead before I get visit.
That is true. They also opened up the entire back alley too. You know,
I
like,
saw that. I saw
yeah, that's pretty
interesting.
dope. So
that part was totally cut off before.
I don't know. I don't know about like respawns and stuff, but maybe Surge. I don't know.
It would only be Surge.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to get rid
But
of
I don't
that.
even think so, bro, because like you can't even like go to driveway. Like so, the front of driveway is the end of the
Is
map.
where you spawn.
That's where you spawn on.
So this map's
Offense?
tiny.
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 Defense.
Tiny.
And
You
then
think Crossroads is bigger?
Probably about the
yes,
same.
yes,
You think Crossroads is bigger?
Crossroads is bigger?
probably. Well, there's so much useless part of the map because like defensive spawn on the normal map goes all the way back still,
Yeah.
but the bombs are in purple and
True.
garage. So like,
So the
So it's bigger
playable
for offense.
the playable part of the map
yeah,
is
yeah.
a lot
So like
smaller.
1/4 of the map is like, or 3/4 of the map is like not usable, and then 1/4 of the map has both bombs.
Just all gun. Hey, that's like.
I mean, I'd be
freaking
down.
IW search. Sign me up.
I'm down.
four hit it.
Just 4 hit it every round. Just play
Every
trade.
single
Yeah.
round.
Play
I love
TDM.
that.
And then it's like a
Until you're
5-second
1v1
rotation
versus
to the other
Kaiser.
bomb.
I was just go and trust. You're a beast.
I'll be behind you.
I'm just go fly out. You're a beast. Just following him up. Trust. You got that.
All right. Well, that's been your segment for the COD Roundtable.
That's it?
Yeah. Right. Just
Yeah, nice.
just a short,
It's short, snackable
little
sector.
little thing for them to digest, and for all the people that tweeted, just know we know we're looking for you. So next time when you come with that fucking nice shit, leave it at home. We don't want your
I might not
nonsense.
even see it.
You're already muted by all of us.
I muted quite a bit of people.
That was quite the segment, everybody, and I appreciate everybody coming through for that. And you guys saw the explanation from the horse's mouth right there. I will reiterate this fact, and then we're going to move on from this situation, okay? I have never, nor will I ever, make a decision based on a single weekend. If we go the entire season performing the way that we're performing, on the way to that, we'll have a serious talking. But I'm not gonna get on their ass immediately after they lost. First of all, you know, like what kind of vibes am I trying to kill? None. So for me to be like, yo, what's up? What's going wrong? When they literally just like they haven't had a chance to go back and look at VOD. They haven't had a chance to go back and sit down and see the, you know, where they went wrong, or better yet, without me giving them a chance to bounce back the following weekend. What kind of morons are in my timeline sometimes? I welcome you. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. But still, like, have a little bit of some common sense. The other thing is, like, I don't play at that level. I hire people that play at that level. I hire people that understand that level to make those decisions and to look to that team to have those answers, right? If somebody asks me, if us three are sitting on this table and somebody says, you got to do something, I'm going to ask the experts before I make any decision. That's just the way it's always been. This is it will continue to be. I'm playing a different game here. We're playing a different game. We're playing a game where competition is only half of the game.
It's mental mindset.
Yeah, well, I just meant like competition is like one half of the OpTic business, right? The other stuff is what we're doing here: the content, the innovation, the pizzazz, the entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Karma?
Yeah. I'm on your wavelength.
All right, so I hate to say this, man, but what the fuck is going on with the GAs? What happened now? What happened now?
I'll be honest, man. Sub players are just taking over.
Yeah.
Taking over.
Sub players. Because they're not great, some of the people that I've seen talking about changes. Not tier 1 sub players. I'll tell you that.
There have been 3 to 4 ARs that have been GA'd. XM4, I mean, it was kind of OP at times, but I mean, the Krig would outperform it at long ranges, but it would kill fast. AK-47, understandable. That should have been gone. My opinion, though, the QBZ should stay in, even though it has high headshot potential. I still think subs will outperform the QBZ close range if they don't headshot you. But, like, for the AK-74U, it's been in the entire game. Players are comfortable with it.
Yeah.
The only thing that was gotten rid of was the Task Force barrel, which is a damage barrel that just makes it, kill faster. But when it comes down to the subs, they had the same sub the entire game. Well, ARs had to learn 4 to 5 different playstyles with it. They all aim in differently. They all have different strafes. You run differently. Some don't slide cancel well. Like everything is different. And I don't know. It's just like I don't even think it's about teams anymore doing what's best for like the greater good of the game. It's just more so about teams doing what's best for them, like their teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be teams that will be in favor of getting rid of something if their team is more fast or less methodical, right? And there's just like more, you're seeing it more where like these GAs are being made an instant, like it's like a coup, literally. Like
Crazy.
I mean, that's the reaction. That's just what it is. Like, I just feel like it's a lot of it's just bias. And unfortunately, like a lot of people that have, that can step up and say things just don't even like want to do it because they don't even want to just deal with a lot of players' opinions, because you can't just like at this point you're catering to play styles where it's like you're never going to be on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of it is getting out of hand in terms of getting rid of everything. What game do you get rid of 3 or 4 assault rifles?
It's never been a case.
I was gonna say made. I wasn't gonna stream today or really do anything, and I seen Clay tweet about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump on. Like, I'm gonna talk about this because. Like, it's ridiculous. The only gun that I said should maybe have been banned is like what he said, AK-47.
Yeah.
Because it kills at like, 4 bullets at every range?
It was 2 at close.
Something ridiculous. But the other ones, man, it's like they can all die to the SMG.
Yeah.
They can all outgun the SMG. But it's like, and then I was like, look at the K-Bar, look at STG, look at all the guns in the past.
Like,
they all would kill the good AR far away. They all die to the sub far away.
Exactly. Why
Like,
didn't we get rid of the SOG at Champs? That was the
I don't
best
know,
gun.
like-
Top 5 of all time was the SOG hit scan at Champs.
And I'll agree with what he said. Like, when you bring that shit up, dude, I mean, good thing we had Porter. Because, like, I could not deal with the people. Like, just some stupid-ass argument would be brought up.
Yeah.
And it's like, these guns, you complain, this one headshots. And I'd be like, you're probably the same person who didn't ban high caliber in Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
But you're bitching now about the headshots. But you'd be using high caliber when
Back then,
when that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying,
you're
dude?
picking
They're
the
all
Shiva.
over the place.
Yeah, bro, they're not only are they all over the place, but where the fuck is the logic, right? If there is a weapon that everybody can make the exact same thing of and be on a team, okay, and then there are 2 other people that use a different kind of weapon, but it's the same weapon for that position on other team, it's a level playing field. Don't fucking hit me with the bullshit of it's not going to be fun for the fans. No. Don't talk for me or the fans.
I don't think the fans
It's not going to be fun for you fucking getting shit on by somebody who's better. Us included. Previous weekend.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Case
like
in
what Clay
point.
said, man. Like, if the gun's good, have 4 people use it. It hasn't been a problem in the past. We've done it for like 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Is it really that shitty to watch? I don't know. AW is pretty crazy with all the bows. I don't know. Like, it's cool when there's like maybe a couple different guns, but like, I don't think you have to force it at all.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any need to force it. And I think There's a good balance. There's already a sub.
You know we should. You know what we should do. We should do. If you're a pro player, you can't use any other thing besides a pistol in public matches. Okay, because then you're level playing field, right?
Yeah,
level fucking. I'm not GAU playing that shit.
Well, what point does like something higher up like step in? Because I don't know. I feel like it's a little crazy this year. Like
yeah, it's too
crazy.
Look,
I feel like it was at a good point.
For the record, I can make 11 phone calls, okay, and then have one person who represents all 12 of those people talk to the league and say, yo, that's enough of this shit. Fix it. But we don't, because we're trying to give them benefit of the doubt, have got good competitive experience. But man, if I have the exact same fucking barrel reticle fucking rounds,
which they do,
fucking do,
they all have the same classes.
and there's 4 people on one side, and guess what? I know it's crazy, but there's another 4 people on the other side to make it even.
Yeah, it's like what we used to do back in the day when it was like 2 subs, 2 ARs. If someone like pulled out a third AR or pulled out a third sub, your third guy would always match it.
Yeah.
If you were like, if it wasn't working for you.
Yeah.
You just like
it's the risk. It's the mid-game risk that somebody's going to take a gamble on.
Yeah.
That should benefit or be detrimental to their situation.
The best way how to describe it, right? Everybody complained about the XM4, right?
Yeah.
Because Clayster's team, New
we
York,
run like 3 of them.
on
like,
Checkmate.
Why wouldn't you use?
Okay,
3
but
of
here's
them?
the thing. Guess who was the best, or is the best Checkmate hardpoint team? OpTic, and they used 2 subs. So why is the best Checkmate hardpoint team OpTic? Everybody bans it versus them because they know that we're so good at it.
Yeah.
And they used 2 subs on it, and then a Clayster's team taking the 4 XM4s or 4 ARs at the time, and they were really good at it too. It's a completely different playstyle. So why is better players getting away with using only 2 ARs and 2 subs, but then everyone complains about the XM4 because Clayster's team's using it? But
yeah, and no one will admit, but that just like proves where it comes down to like all these bans and people say anything. It's all biasness.
It's all bias.
Yeah,
we should rename GAs to CS, Career Savers, because I feel that at this point, the only thing that they're doing to protect their careers or their positions or their spots on teams is to GA the shit that they're getting shit on with, to buy themselves more time on the next meta, which will continue to be the thing where they continue to get shit on to be this thing. Look, personally, I have 4 dogs in the fight, but not to the point to where my opinion should matter or not. I'm not a professional player. I'm not a coach. I'm not none of that. But I don't like the narrative where people are saying that it's not going to be fun for fans. Don't ever say that again, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's playing it. You're the one that's complaining about it. The fans don't give a shit whether you use 2 grenades, Semtex, or whatever the fuck you want to use.
And I guess onto the topic, I don't think the patch did anything or affected any of the guns, really.
Well, it made the Krig better. It made the 74 use bullet velocity a little bit worse. Okay. So now, like, the subs are complaining now, because that's why they didn't want to get rid of the QBZ, because the sub players are complaining that they can't take their Ego Chow mid-range fights anymore because of the bullet velocity. But I don't know. I was playing around with the 74U. It's still pretty good.
I mean, I feel like when I watch good sub players, it looks pretty crazy.
It's routes.
Still.
Envoy, you think of Envoy, you think of him as a really good risk taker that gets really good timing, and he is a route taker. He's the route man. And Envoy is a really good, consistent player because of his routes and his decision making, not because he's just trying to out talent. Like, you only use talent and ego chows when you need to, not use it as your first, like you're a Pokemon and say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna ego chow. Yeah. And then you get pissed at yourself. You get pissed at the ARs because they're killing you long range and medium range, and you're like, bro, like it's an AR, it's gonna kill you anyways.
Yeah. And I'd say, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, look at FaZe, like they haven't lost yet, right? Yeah. Have you seen Simp or Abizi like bitch about the gun a whole lot? No, I haven't seen anything from them, and I mean,
you haven't seen anything from fucking Empire or anything from these guys.
Yeah, I mean,
it's only when they bring it up that they have to defend themselves, or they have to be like, guys, you guys are going a little too far off. Yeah. And then the whole league's like, well, shit, if they don't want to do it, then fuck it, then we're back to snaking and we're back to this. Like, they go to such an extreme that it just makes it so incredibly hard to just have just play for the sake of fucking playing. I've swore too much on this podcast or on this talk, and I hate it, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate it so much.
It's like the same thing on Moscow, right? For FaZe, if you think about it, like they still ran 2 subs, And people,
when everyone else thought like, it's a big map,
it's a
like
big
you
map.
have to use like
but
three
people, but
ARs.
people are like trying to use 4 ARs, 3 ARs in Moscow, which you can. It's because it's a playstyle game. Call of Duty create a class, individuality. Everyone wants to take that away now.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to phase, it's like the same thing for OpTic on Checkmate. They're using a 2-2 split when people are saying, "Oh, the ARs are so good," and they're using 3 and 4. Like,
makes no sense.
It's all biased.
They just can't match it against them.
All right. Well, that's neither here nor there. I'm kidding.
Maybe we'll see less snaking. That crouch thing.
Oh, no,
well, it did.
That
But even then, do you think they really made a difference? Like, they nerfed the 74U?
Well, the crouching, it's like when you
It's
get on
bad.
the game, like stand up and just crouch and try getting back up. Like,
Does that affect slide canceling?
No, not the
No.
slide cancel.
but I think like getting up, like going down and getting up.
Oh, like repetitive.
I don't know how
spamming
much the
up.
prone
Crouch
is,
shot.
but it is noticeable from what I noticed today.
Yeah.
But if you crouch and stand up, it's really slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just anything that affects the movement this late in the game or in the second stage of the season, like, should not be fucking touched.
Oh, especially in the middle,
In
middle
the middle
of
of
the
the
tournament,
season,
or
the middle of a
the
tournament,
stage rather.
It makes zero sense to me. And whether it did anything or not, like, it's still so annoying. You know what? Let's take a break. Let's take a little bit of a break. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's go have some fun outside with the tailgate party. Embos?
All right, guys, welcome to another tailgate party. Unfortunately, Hitch couldn't join us today.
No, he's having nose surgery.
No surgery?
Yeah.
you know-
RIP Hitch.
R.I.P. No, he's not going to
No, he's not
R.I.P.
dead,
I mean, you
You gotta-
never know.
Yeah,
No.
well, great positivity out of Nick this morning. Anyway, he's having nose surgery. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm pretty sure you guys know by now because he's been around for so long. But he has a deviated septum, and he also can't breathe. I'm sorry. Well, he can't breathe, but he can't smell anything. So it's like he's got permanent coronavirus because he doesn't have any
Yeah.
tastings.
Pretty much.
Yeah. What were you telling me about some coronavirus outbreak? What were you saying?
Segue.
So
The
I was
segues
watching
are
this
better
video-
when you don't point them out.
Yeah.
Wait. What is Maniac smoking?
It's
I blacked him out. It's not a fucking blunt where no one here is high. Like,
No,
no
yeah.
comments.
Last week they said that we were like
Yeah.
we
I said no one here is high. Bose was like,
Anyway, what were you telling me
I
about
was
the
watching
taste?
I was watching this video of
Fire.
he was like just biting like onions, like just like apples, like like
Onions?
no face, like what's that shit that's
Sriracha?
nah, like ginger, or I forgot what it was.
wasabi?
I forget what it has. Like, it's like, yeah, I think it's ginger.
Yeah, it's ginger. Ginger
Dude,
root.
He was just like
Scooping
just
it up and eating it, no problems?
No facial expression. I'm like, oh my god, bro. Like
Was he like, this shit's crazy?
he was like, he was just
He wasn't like,
he was like,
give me
I'm like,
more?
damn.
Dude, I couldn't do that. The craziest thing about that is that if you do actually like bite into an onion, like it does something to you. You're not supposed to eat it. It tastes the way it tastes because you're not supposed to eat wholes of it. You're supposed to, it's like it's an additive to, it's a spice. It's not necessarily something you can chew on.
it was crazy. It was just like crazy to see. Like, damn. But wait, could Hitch taste?
No.
He said,
Well,
I don't know. Like, he says, no, I can't taste. But, like, he still eats burgers and shit. Like,
Yeah.
like he still
Well-
has his, like, favorite foods, which I don't understand.
I think that he's like at a well, obviously you taste with your taste buds, but you also taste with your nose. So I think that percentage of taste that comes from inhaling sort of like goes away.
Is this on?
No. You,
I just got,
you
like,
wish,
a heat.
you wish it
like,
was?
A thing of heat
yeah,
just
it's
hit
the
me.
Texas sun.
Can we talk about
What just
the guy
happened?
that, yeah, can we just get that out of the way?
Sure.
So we were sitting here, and a like guy in a truck pulls up, and he's just like, "Hey,"
No, he goes,
and
curiosity is gonna get the best of me one day.
it just got the best of him.
The thing is that he drove by and looked. He turned the corner
Oh, shut
and then
up.
came back, pulled up, gets out of the truck, sees that we're recording, and he says what?
Curiosity is gonna get the best of me one day. But
Well,
wanna
I
know
just
what's
don't think he had any idea of what. Look at Matt. It's so windy, bro. Matt's fucking hanging on, like getting blown around.
Anyway, so yeah, curiosity
and-
did get the best
And
of me.
Hex was a dick.
No, I
it was
was not.
like, you know what's good? Or fuck, what'd you
It's
say?
better. It's like
It's better if you just walk up and interrupt while we're recording. It's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry.
No.
like-
Poor guy, but he probably like it's never. He doesn't know.
I will
not
say
to
this
do
in my.
like,
I will say this in my defense. I do that to everyone
Yeah,
who
you
is
do.
unaware.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather it happen with someone who's nice like me instead of some violent like individual that's gonna be like, what the fuck? You know, I'd rather check him so he'll never do that again.
He would have just got beat up.
Look, I will say this.
That is true.
I will say this. He'll never do that again. You know what I mean? He'll wait in the wings like other people, like understand. Like the lady at the park last week, like she pulled up. The lady that works at the park pulled up, didn't say anything. Waited until we were done. Then she's like, hey guys, what are you guys doing? You know, the reason that we're here today instead of the park, which is where we'll usually shoot this, is because it was raining earlier, and by the time we were done setting it up, like it cleared up as Texas weather usually does. Back to the hitch thing. What would you rather lose? Your sense of smell, or your hearing?
What?
Yeah.
No, what sense?
Of course.
I don't know.
What's
What other
Of course,
sense?
my smell. I need to hear. Fuck, you can't even walk if you can't hear.
Wait, what?
Can't
You lose your balance?
What does that even mean? You can't even
Like-
walk if you can't hear.
Yeah, you'll be like you'll be fucked up.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
No, you won't. That's not how it works.
One time during, last year when I was on my streak of playing Halo 3, I pushed a Q-tip into my ear,
And it came out the other ear.
I pushed a Q-tip into my ear, and it like pushed wax down and like completely made me deaf in one ear. And I was playing so bad.
Yeah,
Like,
that
maybe
did
it does. Maybe it does fuck up your like coordination and shit.
So how'd you get the wax out?
I fucking had to buy like a water bottle thing off Amazon with like a little thing that you stick it in your ear and then you just press the water, and I had to like drain my own ear.
Did
And wax came out.
Really?
I bet if anyone did that, like a shit ton of wax comes
I
out.
can guarantee you that I don't have any wax in my ears.
I
My
guarantee
doctor,
you do.
Okay, you want a 100 gifted?
Yes.
All right, 100
Yes.
gifted. Yo, I guarantee you, because my doctor, when I went for my checkup, he was like, dude, you have the cleanest anus and ears I've ever seen.
What?
I'm just kidding.
So what sense would you? There's what? Smelling, tasting, hearing, seeing.
Sense of, yeah.
Smelling's gotta go.
Touch, the sense of touch.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Wait, how do you not have a sense of touch?
I don't know.
A sense of touch is not a thing.
Yes, it is. If it's not, then Roger set me up.
Wait,
All right,
really?
yeah, look, this texture
I would
is different than this texture.
I would say I.
But
I
you
agree.
can lose that
I mean, if you
to
get
where
burned,
everything just
if you
feels
don't, if
the
you don't have
same?
any
if you
nerve
burn your
endings,
hands, if you burn your hands, you.
yeah.
Well, not really, but. All right, whatever.
Look, Hutch isn't here, but anytime
smell.
that we talk about
Or-
nerve endings, he immediately kicks it over
Yeah,
to.
Hitch got lucky.
Listen, every single time we talk about sensory nerves and all that, Hutch always brings up the fact that he's mad at his parents because they circumcised him against his will.
He wouldn't. Why would he not want to get circumcised?
Yeah,
I think that's a question that we should ask him. Yeah, he hates the fact that his parents removed that part of him because it's got millions of nerve endings, sort of altering his experience sexually.
Damn. So does it actually feel better?
I don't know.
Oh!
We're gonna kick it over to the desk now.
Oh my
Get back to
god!
it.
Look
We'll
at
see
this
you guys
shit,
later.
man. Bro, I'm injured.
These conditions. It was windy out there. See this hair? It was so windy. As you saw there, like Maniac almost got his head decapitated. We thought that Matt put the stakes in there together.
You relied on Matt?
Yeah, and then and Raj, bro, Raj was hanging from the pole.
Raj also forgot to record the whole thing the one time.
Wow.
Shout out Roger. All right, so for this segment, obviously we're gonna go to the predictions. But guys, really quickly, and thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. In the description down below, under the CDL link on the first thing, there's going to be an opportunity for you to go vote and support at the Game Awards. Obviously, the green wall. That's where you guys are competing. Okay, so if we don't win, I'm going to go to each and every single one of your Twitters, and I'm going to tell you to drop someone. Having said that,
Got them all riled up.
we did. All right, so let's get on to the predictions. I think that it is imperative that Karma doesn't joke around this weekend.
No joking around.
Because this is what I'm going to tell you about this thing, okay? We looked really good the week before. All of a sudden, there's a OpTic pre-show. Somebody jinx it, and all of a sudden they get 6th. Are you happy with yourself, dude? No. Bro, this guy gets in the car. When I went home, he's like, well, so I guess I'm not going to make any predictions this time around. I'm like, yeah. Oh, you are, but you're going to put it the right way.
Put a spell on
karma.
you.
Karma. Your name is Karma. You didn't think that was going to karmatically come back
Hell
to you
no.
grammatically?
I'm telling you, before that, everyone I picked would lose.
Yeah.
And then I picked the other team.
Okay, so
and
now
then
we
they
know the
won.
formula.
But technically, you picked yourself though as op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know the formula.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, obviously the Los Angeles Gorillas homestand. Shout out to them. Their information will be down in the description down below. I think their Twitter or something. But yeah, so the first match that you'll see right after this is going to be the Florida Mutineers versus the Dallas Empire. I think that the Florida Mutineers have been looking extremely well, especially after they beat our ass. But I also think the Dallas Empire still hasn't recovered truly from the ass whooping that FaZe handed to them, especially when you feel almost invincible with the amount of talent that they have. Obviously, the leadership of Crim6 is always going to be something that needs to be, revered, respected, and obviously feared, especially when you attach them to the young guns that they have on that team right now. So, Alan, what say you? Florida Mutineers or the Dallas Empire?
Did they play?
Well, he's in the middle of it. Okay.
I was trying to ask him if Dallas played Minnesota in their last match. Did they? Am I crazy?
Wait.
Did Dallas
Empire?
play Minnesota? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Empire
who won
lost.
that? They
Empire
lost.
lost 2-3. Yeah.
Yeah, Empire lost 2-3.
Yeah.
So Minnesota was like was firing on all cylinders.
100%.
Minnesota is actually a good search team.
Yeah.
So you take that away from that. That's probably the reason why like people thought that domination from FaZe is because like FaZe got better at search when they weren't good at it initially, and that was like their Achilles heel. And then since FaZe put a lot of time in the S&D, now it's really hard to beat them, and that was basically Empire's like edge before.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like Empire needs to get back to their S&D ways of like always taking one no matter what.
Yeah, because they're not very good at it right now.
Yeah, no,
at all.
Hmm.
It's weird.
I personally don't know. So Alan says that Dallas Empire is actually going to reign supreme over them in the 3-1 fashion. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. What do you think? What say you, General?
I want to go with the Empire because I think they're going to be better in search, but I kind of wanted to just say Florida's going to win 3-1 because of respawns.
3-1 Florida because of respawns. What do you say?
I'm going to pick Dallas in a 3-1. I think they win all the respawns and lose the search and destroy. I don't know. I just can't really judge Florida too much after their last win.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't know. I'm gonna go Dallas 3-1.
Dallas 3-1. You're with Alan. I'm gonna go with General so we can split it down the middle. I think Florida Mutineers are gonna continue to push through with the same sort of intensity that they've had in the last couple of matches. So Florida 3-1. I'm sorry, 3-2 Florida Mutineers is gonna be my choice. It's my turn to go. Seattle Surge, Karma's alma mater. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense. OpTic Chicago. Look, I'm going to be honest, man. Surge has been vibey. They have been feeling themselves.
Yeah.
They are looking up. But I'm still going to go with OpTic Chicago in a 3-1 fashion.
Am I up?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Surge,
better fucking say the right things.
I still think they're kind of a little overhyped, but for them, they're in a good place right now. I think they're coming off 2 wins, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're definitely looking better than they initially started. It's a pretty good test for OpTic. I'd like to come out and see them smash them, to be honest. I think it goes down to 3-1 OpTic, but I think a 3-0 stint the Seattle Surge would be really nice, especially for OpTic.
And I do think that if they do win in a 3-0 fashion, I think that'll sort of get them back on the confidence saddle.
100%.
And get going. Because I think obviously, fucking doubters, the skills there is just fine-tuning to get on the same page.
Yeah.
What say you, General?
I think we'll win. I also think, though, with this new meta, with the Krig still being in full effect, I actually think it's going to be a close series, but I think we'll win searches. I'm going to say we'll win 3-2.
3-2. Chicago.
I think the big thing for Surge, at least in their last 2 matches, is Pierce been playing really well.
Pierce is playing well.
I
now.
mean, he's their superstar, and I mean, he's running a 74U a lot now too, and I don't know. It's really relying on Pierce. I think if he plays really good, they're gonna win their games. Hopefully not this one.
Alan agrees with OpTic. Good job, boy. London Royal Ravens versus Toronto Ultra. He says he's got a thing for Zinni, so he's going to take Toronto 3-1, he said. Yeah, I don't really speak his language, but I understand a little bit telepathically because I don't know how to explain my communication method with him because if I speak to him, he understands it. But when he talks to me, he literally
It's
just
like
sends
waves that are coming
images.
at you.
It's images. Like
okay.
An image of a chair, an image of a swing, that sort of thing.
I mean, look at that stare. Holy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's in there. How's that game feel, buddy? Great. Yeah, you don't have that over
Probably
there.
warm.
Huh?
Probably warm.
A worm.
Warm. Like it's
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think?
I'm going with Ravens.
Ravens what?
Ravens in 3-1.
3-1 Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm right there with them. Like, I don't know. I was gassing Paul last weekend, and
Still played well in the New York series.
Paul
though.
X did play well. Yeah.
I'm still gonna gas him. I'm going with London 3-1.
3-1 London. I am going to back my man Allen, and I'm going to do 3-2 Toronto Ultra.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to split it up and make it a little bit interesting. All right, so we have then the homestand team, the Los Angeles Guerrillas versus Atlanta FaZe.
Oh.
Dude, there's really nothing that like
That's brutal.
Yeah, I just don't think that right now, unless you're like a top 3 team, and I mean if you even looked at what happened to
That's
Empire,
still tough.
that's just, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think obviously FaZe 3-0.
Yeah, probably a 3-0 phase, unless someone breaks a leg or something like that.
And even then, if they broke their leg, they'll still be able to play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What do you say?
I think FaZe 3-0. I just think that they're just ahead in teamwork, being on the same page, pacing, roles, like efficiency.
Unless LAG were to steal a respawn and win 2 searches, but that's like what percentage?
Like FaZe has to literally pick Moscow, and then Guerrillas have to win the break off and like go up by like 60, 80 points.
Yeah,
and then win Moscow.
But FaZe isn't dumb, dude. They won't have bad vetoes.
Yeah, I don't know.
GG.
Yeah, GG. Alan, same thing. Atlanta, good job. Florida Mutineers versus the Paris Legion. He's sticking with Florida. What do you got?
I'm going Mutineers, 3-1.
3-1 Mutineers. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1 Mutineers too. I don't know. Paris weird. They need fire to pull through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you guys. Florida, obviously, as I said, has been looking good. I have them winning against Dallas Empire, so coming off a win like that, they're definitely going to take their time with somebody like Paris. So Mutineers, I'm going to say 3-1. Saturday, we have another match, second to last. We have the Seattle Surge versus the Minnesota Rocker. What say you? Or what say me? It's my turn. So thank you, Alan. He corrected me. I'm going to go with Minnesota Rocker. Obviously, they rocked our world last week. So Minnesota Rocker over Seattle, I give it like a 3-2.
I'm going to go with a 3-0 Minnesota. Depending on how that OpTic Seattle series goes, though, maybe I'd give Seattle a map. But I don't know. Minnesota's really impressed me, and like I said before, I thought they always had potential to be top 4, top 5 team, and now they're looking really good. Yeah, it was just their hard points. Now they're looking really good, so I'd say they're probably top 3, top 4 team right now. I don't think Seattle comes close.
I think Roker will win 3-1.
Roker 3-1. He's not going against Midnight. He loves Midnight. Rocker 3-1, he says. All right. Alan, Ultra versus the New York Subliners for the final match on Saturday. Interesting. He says that Ultra's going to win that. That's interesting, Alan. Why would you say something like that? Well, I can't.
I think he's going to pick Clayster.
I'm not going to repeat what he said. What do you think?
New York 3-0.
New York 3-0. What you got?
3-1 New York.
I'm gonna do the same. I think New York. They're firing on all cylinders. They're doing well. So I'm gonna do 3-1 Subliners. I don't want to put Ultra in a bad spot or position.
You know,
So 3-1.
I didn't know Toronto was like bottom 4 or something like that.
Yep.
I thought they were doing a lot better.
Yeah.
It's because the way they were losing were so close.
Oh, they were just that's what it was. Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
I mean, so they're almost
surprised when I
there. That's what
looked.
I'm saying. Like they're almost there. It's just fine tuning and
Yeah.
finding the other, or more importantly, like last Sunday and the last Thursday, any given Sunday, right? Like I think that there will have an opportunity to really be firing on all cylinders at the right time, while at the same time having an opponent to do
I was
the
gonna say
mistakes.
in terms of like roster changes, like those bottom 4 is the ones that are really on the hot seats. Like it's like now, like because they're slowly falling behind, and I know that feeling from last year. It sucks, and if you get to a spot where like you can't change and you have no hope of winning, it can be brutal. So gotta look out for those bottom 4 teams, especially someone like Toronto who just made a big change.
I'm going to go with New York 3-1. All right, Atlanta FaZe versus London Royal Ravens. This is an easy pick for me, Atlanta FaZe. I don't think that there's going to be anything. Unless Atlanta's playing us, I'm not going to pick anybody but Atlanta to win.
Probably smart.
Yeah.
I think I'd go with Atlanta 3-0 again. Dude, it's hard to even give someone else a map.
Yeah, because they're good at search.
Yeah, like
They are good
they
at
just
search.
don't have a weakness right now
Mm-hmm.
that we know of.
It will be found out if there is.
Yep.
Who you got?
I got FaZe 3-0.
3-0 FaZe. Allen agrees. The Battle of LA, right? We have the second match on Sunday. LAG versus LAT. I don't know, man. I don't know what's been going on over there. Like obviously they're super talented, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Allen, Nate shot. He said, "All right, what do you got?"
Thieves.
Thieves. What's the score?
3-0.
3-0.
I think Venom's gonna come out hot.
Yeah. You think he's gonna? This is the weekend for him to prove himself.
Yeah, I mean he is a really good player.
Yeah. You played against him?
Think LAG might lag a little behind, but I think LA Thieves wins 3-2 in a close series.
I want to make it interesting. Nate shot my brother. I am sorry. But I don't know. I think the LA Gorillas are going to turn up for this one. The Battle of LA will be won by LAG. Never mind. LAT 3-2. Los Angeles
I would be
Thieves.
worried though for LA Thieves if it goes to Game 5. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. You don't think that right now they're mentally?
Yeah, I think like if Thieves gets to Game 5, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. It's gonna be a 3-2 LAG.
I think it's possible. Who knows where? I mean, I think we kind of know where LAG stands. Thieves, though, I mean, I couldn't tell you, dude. I feel like if they all like showed up on game day and played well, and we're all playing really good,
That's
like,
what I'm thinking.
They could probably
3-0.
beat like really good teams. But I couldn't tell you what's going on over there.
So you said LAT what? 3-0.
3-0.
You said what?
I think it's gonna be a good day for them.
3-2 LA Thieves.
3-2 LAT. He says 3-2 LAG. He's with me. You know, I had his back. He's got my back. You know how it goes. Okay, the final match, the creme de la creme. Here we go. This is where it gets interesting, because we're coming off of a not so hot, weekend, and obviously we do feel I do feel confident going up against Surge. They do too. Obviously with the scrims and the way that the scrims have been going on. Also, SCUMP had been planning on taking off a week from creating content a long time ago. Coincidentally, it landed on the same time as this thing happening. So for everybody saying that it's because of that, like somebody's like, oh, when it's like we posted a picture of the people on there doing the round table, and there was no team. Well, they literally shot a video right before that. So it's not like they're not being a part of content because of that. Appearing in content 3 hours a week, morons, is not going to affect how they perform the other hours. Like, it makes no sense to me.
No, not at all.
Hey, like 3 hours a week.
It'd be different. It was like, hey, today, whole 8 hours, we're following you with the camera, doing everything.
Yeah.
You can't scrim, or if you do scrim, we have a camera in your face.
Yeah.
It's not that.
No.
Not that at all.
I don't like them discrediting the teams that have been putting on enough work to have a good competitive showing in any particular weekend. All right, so Dallas Empire, Chicago. I'm gonna go with Chicago in a 3-2 fashion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-2 as well. Definitely a huge match because I think I mean, either way, are they in losers for sure?
No, we're in fourth right now. I
We're
think
fourth.
this weekend we'll decide
With
whether
two
or not.
wins, it could,
This
Yeah.
will.
or there could be some tiebreakers or something like that.
I don't know, but I from what I understand,
I just think if we beat Surge, I just think that's just the momentum, like right there.
Yeah, definitely a much needed win.
I do think it's going to be a close series when it comes
Yeah.
down to this Empire.
I think when you get all the top teams, they're going to be close, and it's going to come down.
It sounds
to
like a
who
last
wants
map.
it more. 3-2.
3-2 us.
Alan, obviously, he says OpTic. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 6 of the OpTic pre-show. The matches are about to begin, so please click the first link in the description. Go over there, tell them who sent you, and tell them why they sent you, because we're nice. God damn it, we're here to play. Goodbye.